Hello, welcome to our new channel, Magic with the Minions. My name is Brian. I just got in the new Lost Caverns of Ixalan commander sets with some extra stuff. I'm just going to go through some unboxing of it. I got all the stuff from 401 Games. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you where I got them. I did get everything except for the dinosaur sleeve covers, which unfortunately I had to order from somewhere else because as I went to order them, they sold out before I got to buy them. So we're going to start with the pre-release kit.
All right, we have the Magic the Gathering Lost Caverns of Ixalan pre-release box. As you can see it actually looks pretty cool. Even open up here. So inside has some nice artwork. I got some counters. Nice dice for the life counter. Nice holding box. That's actually pretty nice. Nice little poster thing. Yeah, divider card, I guess. All right, first card is the, I guess the bonus foil. Fabrication Foundry, it's an artifact. Costs 1 white, 1 colorless. So tap, add colorless, add white. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability of an artifact source. 2 colorless, 1 white, tap. Exile 1 or more other artifacts you control with total mana value X. Return target artifact card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Quite nice. Oh, we got some more little counters. Okay, we'll get into the actual draft packs here. So, Tinker's Tote. 2 colorless, 1 white. It's an artifact. When Tinker's Tote enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens. Pay 1 white to sacrifice Tinker's Tote. You gain 3 life. And Child of the Volcano. 3 colorless, 1 red. It's a creature elemental. Has 3/3. Trample at the beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Child of the Volcano. You descended if a permanent card was put into your graveyard from anywhere. Cavern Stomper. Creature dinosaur. Costs 4 colorless, 2 green. When Cavern Stomper enters the battlefield, scry 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom, and the rest on top in any order. Pay 3 colorless, 1 green. Cavern Stomper can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. That's not bad. Vito's Inquisitor. Creature, Vampire Knight, 3/3. Costs 3 colorless, 1 black. Pay 1 black, sacrifice another creature or artifact. Put a 1/1 counter on Veto Inquisitor. It gains menace until end of turn. It's not bad. Oaken Siren. Artifact creature, Siren Pirate. It's a 1/2. Costs 1 colorless, 1 blue. Flying Vigilance. You can tap her. Add 1 blue. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability of an artifact source. Another chance. 2 colorless, 1 black. Instant, you may mill 2 cards, then return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Cartographer's Companion. 3 colorless, artifact creature, gnome, 2/1. When Cartographer's Companion enters the battlefield, create a map token. Old Tech Archaeologists. 4 colorless, 1 white. Creature, human, artificer, scout. When Old Tech Archaeologist enters the battlefield, choose 1. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Scry 3, and it's a 4/4. Dowsing Device. 1 colorless, 1 red. Artifact. Whenever Dowsing Device or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, up to 1 target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. Then transform Dowsing Device if you control 4 or more artifacts. So let's see what's on the other side. Geode Grotto is the other side. Land, cave, transforms from Dowsing Device. Tap, add 1 fire. Pay 2 colorless, 1 fire. Tap until end of turn. Target creature gains haste and gets +X/+0, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Zoetic Glyph. Enchantment, or I'm not always the greatest at saying names. Our enchant artifact. Enchanted artifact is a golem creature with base power and toughness 5/4 in addition to its other types. When Zoetic Glyph is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, discover 3. That's a 2 colorless, 1 blue. Spelunking. 2 colorless, 1 green. Enchantment. When Spelunking enters the battlefield, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put a cave onto the battlefield this way, you gain 4 life. Lands you control enter the battlefield untapped. That's nice. Synapse Necromage. Creature, fungus, wizard. 3/1. When Synapse Necromage dies, create a 1/1 black fungus creature tokens with this creature can't block. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to screw this one up. Osier Anexal Deepest Might. 2 colorless, 2 red, legendary creature, god, trample. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than Osier Ixalan's power to an opponent, that source deals damage equal to this guy's name, power instead. When this guy dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. Transformed is Temple of Power. It's a land. You tap it, creates 1 red. Pay 2 colorless, 1 red. Tap it, transform Temple of Power. Activate only if red sources you controlled dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn, and only as a sorcery. Ixali's Lord Keeper. 1 green. Creature, human, druid. It's a foil too. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a dinosaur spell or activate an ability of a dinosaur source. And it's a 1/1. Oh. Got a nice little kind of basic land card. Swamp basic land. Looks kind of neat. I'm surprised it's kind of done as a swamp. Fungus, token creature, fungus. This creature can't block. Alright, another pack here. Malamute Brawler. Creature, cat, warrior. Costs 1 colorless, 1 green. Whenever Malamute Brawler attacks, target attacking creature gains trample until end of turn. It's a 2/2. Rampaging Spiketail. It's 4 colorless, 2 black. Creature, dinosaur. When Rampaging Spiketail enters the battlefield, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Swamp Cycling 2. That's a 5/6. Orazka Puzzle Door. Artifact. Sacrifice. Pay 1 colorless. Tap it. Sacrifice Orazka Puzzle Door. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Costs 1 blue. Deconstruction Hammer, 1 white. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has pay 3 colorless. Tap. Sacrifice Destruction Hammer. Destroy target artifact or enchantment and it has a equip 1 cost. Volatile Wonder Glyph. Artifact creature, golem, 1 colorless, 1 red. Whenever Volatile Wonder Glyph becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's a 2/2. River Herald Guide. 2 colorless, 1 green. Creature, Merfolk Scout. Vigilance. When River Herald Guide enters the battlefield, it explores. It's a 3/1. I'm actually looking forward to the Merfolk deck. Shipwreck Sentry. Let's see. 1 colorless, 1 blue. Creature, Human Pirate. It's a defender. As long as an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn, Shipwreck Sentry can attack as though it didn't have the defender ability. That's nice. Armored Kincaller. Creature, dinosaur. It's a 2 colorless, 1 green. When Armored Kincaller enters the battlefield, you may reveal a dinosaur card from your hand. If you do, or if you control another dinosaur, you gain 3 life. It's a 3/3. Cartographer's Companion. Oh, I think we already got that one. Sunbird Standard. Artifact. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Craft with 1 or more 5 colorless. That's a 3 colors to cast. So I guess it transforms. Sunbird Effigy is the other side of the card. Flying Vigilance Haste. Sunbird Effigy power and toughness are equal to the number of colors among the exiled cards used to craft it. Tap it for each color among the exiled cards used to craft Sunbird Effigy. Add 1 of mana of that color. Digsite Conservator. Costs 2 colorless. Artifact creature, gnome. Sacrifice Digsite Conservator. Exile up to 4 target cards from a single graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery. When Digsite Conservator dies, you may pay 4. If you do, discover 4. It's a 2/1. Alright, Malamute Battleglyph. Sorcery, 1 green. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If the creature you control enters the battlefield this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then those creatures fight each other. Deep Cavern Bat. It's 1 colorless, 1 black. Creature, bat. Flying, lifelink. When Deep Cavern Bats enters the battlefield, look at target opponent hand. You may exile a non-land card from it until Deep Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield. It's a 1/1. My daughter loves playing flying decks. Terror Tide. 2 colorless, 2 black. It's a sorcery. Fathomless Descent. All creatures get -X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Hidden Courtyard. It's a land cave. Hidden Courtyard enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap the card. It gives you 1 white. You can pay 4 colors, 1 white. Tap the card, sacrifice Hidden Courtyard, and you discover 4, but it only can be activated as a sorcery. Oh, another little counter card. Alright. Join the Dead. New pack here. 1 colorless, 2 black. Instant. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Oof. Descend 4. That creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn. Instead, if there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Ouch. Cogwork Wrestler. 1 blue. Artifact creature is a gnome. Flash. When Cogwork Wrestler enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-0 until end of turn. It's a 1/2. Quicksand Whirlpool. It's 5 colors, 1 white. Instant. This spell costs 3 less to cast. If it targets a tapped creature. Exile target creature. Rumbling Rock Slide. 3 colorless, 1 red. Sorcery. Rumbling Rock Slide deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. Ooh. Holtley's Final Strike. 2 colorless, 1 green. Instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Screaming Phantom. 2 colorless, 1 black. It's a creature. It's a spirit. Has flying, of course. Whenever Screaming Phantom attacks, mill a card. It's a 2/2. We got that one already. Hunter's Blowgun. 1 colorless. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Equipped creature has Death Touch as long as it's your turn. Otherwise, it has Reach. Ouch. And it has a equip cost of 2. Dinotomaton. Artifact creature, dinosaur gnome, menace. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. It's 3 colorless, 1 red. When Dinotomaton enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains menace until end of turn. It's a 4/3 too as well. Inverted Iceberg. 1 colorless, 1 blue. It's an artifact. When Inverted Iceberg enters battlefield, mill a card, then draw a card. Craft with Artifact. Costs 4 colorless and 2 blue. And it's a 6/6, but on the other side, Iceberg Titan. That's it. Artifact creature golem. Whenever Iceberg Titan attacks, you may tap or untap target artifact or creature. Glimpse the Core. 1 colorless, 1 green. Sorcery, choose 1. Search your library for a basic forest card. Put that card onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Return target cave card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Uchbenbach, the Great Mistake. Legendary creature, skeleton horror. 3 colors, 1 blue, 1 black. Vigilance Menace, descend 8. Costs 4 colors, 1 blue, 1 black. Return Uchbenbach, the Great Mistake, from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard and only as a sorcery, and it's a 6/4. Kutzil Malamet Exemplar. Man, the name sometimes. Legendary creature, cat warrior. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its basic power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and it's a 3/3. The Ancient One. 1 blue, 1 black. Legendary creature, spirit god. Man, oh man, that's... Descend 8. The Ancient One can attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. For 2 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black, and draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a card this way, target player mills cards equal to its mana value. Hidden Nursery. Hidden Nursery enters the battlefield tapped. Tap the card, you get 1 green. Pay 4 colorless, 1 green, tap this card, and sacrifice Hidden Nursery. You discover 4 and can only be activated as a sorcery. You got a nice little bat token with flying and 1/1. Aw. Family Reunion. Choose 1. It's an instant spell, costs 1 colorless, 1 white. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Out of Air. 2 colorless, 2 blue. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a creature spell. Counter target spell. Yeah, that's blue. Envoy of Okinak Ahiu. Creature cat advisor. 2 colorless, 1 white. You can pay 4 colorless, 1 white. Create a 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature token. And it's a 3/3. Seismic Monstrosaur. 4 colorless, 2 red. Creature dinosaur, has trample. You pay 2 colorless, 1 red. Sacrifice a land and you draw a card. Ooh, I don't like sacrificing land. Mountain cycling costs 2 colorless and it's a 6/5. Mineshaft spider. 3 colorless, 1 green. Creature spider, reach. When Mineshaft Spiders enter the battlefield, you may mill 2 cards, and it's a 3/4. Another Chance. I got 2 colorless, 1 black. It's an instant. You may mill 2 cards, then return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, we just got that one again. Malamet Veteran. Creature, cat warrior. Has trample, descend 4. Whenever Malamet Veteran attacks, if there are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It's a 5/4. Grasping Shadows. Costs 3 colorless, 1 black. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. Put a dread counter on Grasping Shadows. Then, if there are 3 or more dread counters on it, transform it. And let's see, it transforms into Shadow's Lair. Land, it's a cave. You can tap it and it gives you 1 black. Pay 1 black, tap it, remove a dread counter from Shadow's Lair, and you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Tendril of the Myco Tyrant. 1 colorless, 1 green. It's a creature fungus wizard. Pay 5 colorless, 2 green. Put 7 1/1 counters on target non-creature land you control. It becomes a 0/0 fungus creature with haste, and it's still a land. And it's a 2/2. Bloodthorn Flail. Costs 1 black. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. Equip, you pay 3 or discard a card. Oh, that's different. Kinjali's Dawnrunner. Costs 2 colorless, 1 white. Creature, it's a human scout. Double strike. When Kinjali's Dawnrunner enters the battlefield, it explores. It's a 1/1. Restless Vents. Oh, that's a nice little card. Restless Vents enters the battlefield tapped. Tap this card, add 1 black or 1 red. Pay 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 red. Until end of turn, Restless Vents becomes a 2/3 black and red insect creature with menace. It's still a land. Whenever Restless Vents attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel. 1 colorless, 1 blue. Legendary creature, it's a Siren Pirate. Has flashed, flying. Whenever Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast the discarded cards without paying its mana cost. It's a 2/1. Oh, got one of those mountains again. It's a nice little poster kind of basic land. And a gnome token artifact, 1/1. Vito's Inquisitor, we have that one already. We've had Oaken Siren, Tinker's Tote, Hotfoot Gnome. I don't think we've gotten this one yet. 2 colorless, 1 red, artifact creature. It's a gnome, it's haste. You can tap another target creature, gains haste until end of turn. It's a 3/1. Over the Edge. It's okay almost every day at work for me. It's 1 colorless, 1 green, and it's a sorcery. Choose 1, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target creature you control explores, then explores again. Oh, we got this one before. Got that one before. We've gotten that one already. Daring Discovery. It's a 4 colorless, 1 red. It's a sorcery. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Discover 4. Clay-Fired Bricks. 1 colorless, 1 white. It's an artifact. When Clay-Fired Bricks enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plains card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, and you gain 2 life. Craft with Artifact. Pay 5 colorless and 2 white. And let's see what happens. Boom. Flip it over. Cosmium Kiln artifact. When Cosmium Kiln enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Oh. Market Gnome is the next one. 1 white artifact creature gnome. When Market Gnome dies, you gain 1 life and draw a card. When Market Gnome is exiled from the battlefield, while you're activating a craft ability, you gain 1 life and draw a card. And it's a 0/3. More people. We have had that one. Ruin Lurker Bat. Creature bat, flying, lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, scry 1. Alright, Threefold Thunder Hawk. 7 colorless. It's an artifact creature. It's a gnome. Threefold Thunder Hawk enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it. Whenever Threefold Thunderhawk enters the battlefield or attacks, create a number of 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens equal to its power. Pay 2 colorless, sacrifice another artifact, put a 1/1 counter on Threefold Thunderhawk, and it's a 0/0. Oh, got another one of those swamps. And another fungus token. Alright, last one. Because you know what? Every good pirate needs a pirate hat. It's 1 colorless, 1 blue. It's an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Equipped to a pirate is costs 1 colorless, and equipped to anything else costs 2 colorless. Petrify. 1 colorless, 1 white, and it's enchantment aura. Enchant artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Itali's Favor. 2 colorless, 1 red. Enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When Itali's favor enters battlefield, discover 3. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Disturbed Slumber. 1 colorless, 1 green. It's an instant. Until end of turn, target land you control becomes a 4/4 dinosaur creature with reach and haste. Still a land, it must be blocked this turn if able. Skullcap Snail. 1 colorless, 1 black. Creature fungus snail. When Skullcap Snail enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. It's a 1/1. From their hand. Oh, got that guy again. Blood Rage Mycoid. Creature fungus. Costs 3 colorless, 1 black. The beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, create a 1/1 black fungus creature token with this creature can't block. It's a 4/3. Oh, got that one already. Sunshot Militia. 1 colorless, 1 red. Creature human soldier. Tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. Sunshot Militia deals 1 damage to each opponent. Activate only as a sorcery. It's a 1/3. Let's see. Jade Seed Stones. 3 colorless, 1 green. It's an artifact. When Jade Seed Stones enters the battlefield, distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 creatures you control. Craft with creature. Cost 5 colorless, 2 green. And if you flip it over, boop, becomes Jade Heart Attendant. Artifact creature Golem. When Jade Heart Attendant enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to the mana value of the exiled card used to craft it. It's a 7/7. Swashbuckler's Whip. 1 colorless. It's an artifact equipment. Equipped creature has reach. Pay 2 colorless. Tap target artifact or creature and pay 8 colorless. Tap discover 10. An equip cost of 1. Sorcerer Spyglass. 2 colorless artifact. A Sorcerer Spyglass enters the battlefield. Look at an opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities of sorcerers with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Chupacabra Echo. Oh. 2 colorless, 2 black. Creature Beast Horror Spirit. Fathomless Descent. When Chupacabra Echo enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent control gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Brass Tunnel Grinder. 2 colorless, 1 red. It's a legendary artifact. When Brass Tunnel Grinder enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards. Then draw that many cards +1. At the beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn, put a boar counter on Brass Tunnel's Grinder. Then, if there are 3 or more boar counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. So let's see, let's transform now. Tekutlan the Searing Rift. Legendary land, cave. Tap it, add 1 red. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by this card, discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. Oh, almost done here. Promising Vein. Land, cave. Tap, add 1 colorless. Pay 1 colorless. Tap, sacrifice Promising Vein. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then we got another one of the things. Overall, not too bad for draft boosters. If you want to check out my channel here, we will be starting family pre-con games starting to air. We do play as a family, and we do like to play as pre-cons because it's easier for the younger ones. And I don't think there's anything ever wrong with pre-cons. And then check out my other videos where we're going to open up the commander sets and the bundles. Thanks.